The banking crisis continues to deepen. The SEC basically is being forced to do their job. Meanwhile, El Salvador is inviting innovation by eliminating taxes. We'll discuss all of that right here today on Pour Over Finance. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Pour Over Finance. Please do me the favor, hit the like button if you enjoy what I'm doing here. Subscribe for more, and the notification bell will get you notified of when I am uploading more content. But I won't hold you guys hostage. Let's go right into our first article today. Western Alliance shares plummet by 53% after reports of a sale exploration. The banking sector has faced a difficult period in 2023 due to a series of events. Look at this. We've got Silvergate, we've got Signature, we've got Silicon Valley. All have become failed banks at this point. In addition, we have Republic, which recently suspended their trading of its bank stocks and was overtaken by the U.S. government. That took place earlier this week. If you stay up to date with things on this channel, you would know that the U.S. government also had an auction and First Republic was sold to Chase. Chase took on all of their assets. So as the article goes on, it says, additionally, PacWest Bancorp stock trading was halted, citing volatility, causing its stock to plummet. Short sellers were probably pissed off that they couldn't continue to short this stock. 50% down and then it had to be halted. I know they were upset. Anyway, Western Alliance is the latest bank to jump on the bandwagon. The Financial Times reported earlier that the bank is exploring strategic options, including a potential sale. Following the report, the shares of WAL plummeted by 53%. Just look at that chart. That is nasty. That does not look good at all. Oh my God. So that's what's going on in terms of this. The Feds continue to consume more banks as they raise interest rates. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to see another interest rate increase in the next meeting, but this is what's happening. Interest rates keep going up. These banks are failing because I guess a lot of them invested in bonds that are no longer valuable. And I guess as these banks start to show their weak hand, people are going and trying to take their money out of the bank. This causes a run on the bank and the bank goes bankrupt. They go belly up. But it looks like Western Alliance was trying to, I guess, sell. They're looking for a place to sell before things go bad. But that news got out there and people said, forget that. I am no longer interested in this bank. And shares started to just plummet today. And as a result, trading was halted. I don't know what that means for Western Alliance, but keep your eyes and ears open because it's potentially going to be another failed bank. I don't know. We'll find out. When that news drops, I will be sure to make you aware of it. As we load into our next article here, basically the Fed is being forced to have to do their job. I mean, SEC is being forced to do their job. The article says U.S. courts order the SEC to respond to Coinbase's allegations within 10 days. Coinbase last week argued that the SEC is providing insufficient regulatory guidance for U.S. companies operating in the crypto sector. The SEC has been ordered by a U.S. court to respond to cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase complaint over how it applies security laws to its digital assets. The Third Court of Appeals said Wednesday in a filing that the SEC must respond within 10 days, and then Coinbase has to respond 7 days thereafter. They have 7 days to respond thereafter. Coinbase last week argued that the SEC is providing insufficient regulatory guidance for U.S. companies operating within the crypto sector, saying the commission must, at the minimum, set forth how those inapt and inopposite requirements are to be adapted to digital assets. Further on down in the article, it says here, Coinbase has been attempting to launch a preemptive strike against the SEC, which said in March it expected to sue the exchange over allegations of offering unregistered securities. And again, this is stuff that I've spoken about here on Pour Over Finance, but basically, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase, their legal counsel, is suing the SEC because they're saying that the SEC does not provide enough regulatory clarity in regards to how they're coming up with what is determined to be a security within the crypto world. Furthermore, when they attempt to ask questions, when they attempt to get clarity, when they attempt to have meetings, the SEC is not responding. So, in order to get some sort of an answer, in order to get somewhere, they decided we're going to have to take legal action. And that's what happened earlier last week. But it looks like the SEC has not, they've been doing what they've always done, which is kind of treating this as a non-issue. They tell you that you have securities. We're going to take you to court over these securities, and then they don't give any kind of clarity. So now we have a court getting involved, forcing the SEC to do what they must do. I'm happy to see this because, again, it seems as if the United States is doing everything in their power to push innovation and crypto out while introducing some really odd alternatives like CBDCs and FedNow. I don't like it. I'm happy to see that we have a big player like Coinbase fighting back. I'm happy to see that the U.S. court is forcing the SEC to do their job. So hopefully we'll get some answers and we'll see how things play out. I'm hoping that we'll see a lot more clarity when it comes to cryptocurrencies here in the U.S. And I'm hoping that that clears up a lot of the problems we're having today, because there's parts of the world like Europe that people aren't having this problem. Their government is doing what they need to do. Our government in the U.S., on the other hand, I have no idea what these guys are doing. I don't know. It's disgusting. But here's a place that's not disgusting. El Salvador. Their president, Bukele, eliminates all taxes on tech innovations. Now, this is how you embrace tech. It says El Salvador's Innovation and Technology Manufacturing Incentives Act is another step towards achieving financial hub status. So I'm guessing El Salvador is one of those nations that they're not the most financially, how can I put this? They're not doing as well as places like the United States and parts of Europe. Financially, they could be better. So if they become a financial hub, that is a gateway into improving the financial situation in a place like El Salvador. So further on in the article, it says in a tweet posted on May 4th, President Bukele, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, said the act removes all taxation on technology, innovations, and this includes software, programming, and hardware manufacturing. It eliminates all taxes, income, property, capital gains, and import tariffs. Wow. On technology innovations, software and app programming, AI, computer, communicate. Wow, he's just throwing everything out there with the bathwater. I mean, listen, this is not necessarily a bad thing, but let's be honest. You're going to need to have some kind of taxation, no? Because once these businesses start to take advantage of this and they start to make money hand over fist, how does the government then earn income as a result of all of the resources that they're providing to these companies that eventually go to El Salvador and build? I think some form of taxation is necessary. Nothing close to what the United States is doing, but some form of taxation is necessary. Taxation is how the government makes money. So if you don't tax anything, what exactly is the draw for you? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to find out as this develops further. But further on in the article is the part that really stood out to me the most. It says the U.S. is going the other way. Meanwhile, under the guidance of a Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. administration has proposed the Digital Asset Mining Energy Tax, DAME. The agency said a 30% tax on crypto miners is needed to limit the environmental and societal damage caused by crypto miners. Societal damage, Jesus. Crypto miners' high energy consumption has negative spillovers on the environment, quality of life, and electricity grids where these firms locate across the country. Dennis Porter, the CEO of the Satoshi Action Fund, blasted the proposal, saying that Dame would drive innovation to friendlier jurisdictions, resulting in the loss of jobs and economic growth in the United States. And this is probably why El Salvador is doing what they're doing. All of these different nations are seeing opportunities to grow. As the United States becomes just an unfriendly place for cryptocurrency, as the United States completely inflates their dollar, as other nations like China and Russia and Japan, the entire BRICS nations tries to move away from the US dollar, we're not looking for ways to hold on to some of these innovations so that we can continue to grow. No, we're just pushing everything away so that we can introduce crap like FedNow. But yeah, I don't know if you guys heard about this tax, but they're basically looking to add an additional 30% tax on crypto miners. And in this article, I mean, come on, quality of life? Whose quality of life is being ruined by a crypto miner? I don't know. This is the kind of nonsense going on here in the United States. But then if you're outside of the United States, some of these nations are really embracing technology and really saying, here, come on over. We got a home for you if you leave the United States. We're suing Coinbase. We're pushing out Bittrex. We're calling everything a security. We're pushing FedNow. We're pushing CBDCs. That's what we're doing. We have no desire to introduce things that'll help our dollar or the people. But that's all we got for you today, guys. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and sound off in the comments below. Yeah, it's been quite a week so far, and I'd like to know what you guys think. Please do me the favor, hit the like button if you enjoy what I'm doing here. Subscribe for more by hitting the subscribe button, and the notification bell gets you notified of when I upload additional content. I am Aaron. This is Pour Over Finance. I want to thank you for spending your time with me this evening. Peace.